few images in astronomy are as iconic as the pillars of creation. First captured by the Hubble Space Telescope in 1995, the photograph shows towering columns of gas and dust, glowing in shades of green, blue, and red. It looks like a fantasy landscape, an alien mountain range rising from a sea of stars. But these pillars are real. They are located in the Eagle Nebula, about 6,500 light-years from Earth, and they are one of the most active star-forming regions in our galaxy. The pillars of creation are not static monuments. They are dynamic, evolving structures where new stars are being born, even as the pillars themselves are being destroyed. Today, we're going to explore what these pillars actually are, how they form, what they teach us about the birth of stars, and how the James Webb Space Telescope has given us an entirely new view of this cosmic nursery. A stellar factory. The pillars of creation are part of a larger structure called the Eagle Nebula, also known as Messier 16. The nebula is a vast cloud of interstellar gas and dust, spanning about 70 by 55 light-years. It was discovered in 1745 by the Swiss astronomer Jean-Philippe de Chezeaux, but it wasn't until the Hubble image that it became famous. The Eagle Nebula is a stellar nursery, a place where gas and dust collapse under gravity to form new stars. The nebula contains thousands of young stars, some only a few million years old. The pillars themselves are located in the southern region of the nebula, and they are essentially dense clumps of gas and dust that have resisted being eroded by the intense radiation from nearby massive stars. Towers of gas and dust. The pillars of creation are exactly what they look like, towering columns of interstellar gas and dust. The tallest pillar is about 4 light-years high, roughly the distance from the Sun to the nearest star, Proxima Centauri. For comparison, that's about 38 trillion kilometers. They are immense structures, yet they are also ephemeral. The pillars are made primarily of molecular hydrogen mixed with dust grains, carbon compounds, and other elements. They are dense compared to the surrounding nebula, but still far emptier than any vacuum we can create on Earth. Their shape is sculpted by the ultraviolet radiation from a cluster of massive, young stars located just outside the image frame. That radiation heats the gas, causing it to evaporate, while the densest parts of the pillars resist longer, creating the finger-like protrusions we see. Star formation inside the pillars. The most exciting thing about the pillars of creation is what's happening inside them. At the tips of the pillars and embedded within them are dense clumps of gas called evaporating gaseous globules, or EGGs. These EGGs are the birthplaces of new stars. As gravity pulls gas inward, the clumps grow denser and hotter. Eventually, the pressure and temperature become high enough to ignite nuclear fusion, and a new star is born. Many of these protostars are still hidden within their natal cocoons of gas and dust. They are invisible in visible light, but infrared observations can peer through the dust. The Hubble image captured some of these young stars as reddish dots at the tips of the pillars. The James Webb Space Telescope has since revealed many more, showing that star formation is ongoing and vigorous in this region. The destruction of the pillars. Here's the paradox. The same massive stars that illuminate the pillars are also destroying them. The intense ultraviolet radiation from the star cluster outside the image is slowly evaporating the pillars, a process called photoevaporation. Each year, the pillars lose about 70 times the mass of Earth. At that rate, they will completely disappear in about 100,000 to 200,000 years. In astronomical terms, that's the blink of an eye. The pillars of creation are not eternal. They are transient structures existing for only a brief moment in the life of the nebula. Some astronomers believe that a supernova shockwave from one of the massive stars in the cluster may have already destroyed the pillars. Because the Eagle Nebula is 6,500 light-years away, we are seeing the pillars as they were 6,500 years ago. They might already be gone, and we won't know for thousands of years. Hubble's 1995 image. The original 1995 Hubble image was revolutionary. It was one of the first images to capture the public imagination and make astronomy accessible to everyone. The colors are not real in the sense of what the human eye would see. They are assigned to different elements: green for hydrogen, blue for oxygen, red for sulfur. But the composition is scientifically meaningful, revealing the chemical makeup and temperature of the gas. The image won countless awards and appeared on posters, album covers, and even a postage stamp. It inspired a generation of astronomers and space enthusiasts. In 2015, Hubble revisited the pillars to celebrate its 25th anniversary, capturing a sharper, wider view. The new image revealed changes in the pillars over 2 decades, showing how they are evolving in real time. Peering through the dust. In 2022, the James Webb Space Telescope turned its infrared eye on the pillars of creation. The result was stunning. Webb's near-infrared camera, NIRCam, penetrated the dusty pillars, revealing thousands of newly formed stars that were previously hidden. The pillars themselves appeared more ethereal, almost translucent, with the background stars shining through. Webb also captured a mid-infrared, MIRI view, which shows the pillars in a different light. In the mid-infrared, the dust glows, and the stars become faint. The contrast between the two images highlights the complexity of the region. Webb's observations are helping astronomers understand how the dust and gas evolve, how the young stars interact with their environment, and how the pillars will eventually disperse. What the pillars teach us. The pillars of creation are more than just a beautiful image. They are a laboratory for understanding how stars like our sun are born. By studying the pillars, astronomers learn about the processes of gravitational collapse, photoevaporation, and feedback from massive stars. They learn how the initial mass function, the distribution of star sizes, is determined by the environment. They learn how organic molecules form in interstellar clouds, possibly seeding new planetary systems with the building blocks of life. The pillars also teach us about timescales. Star formation is slow by human standards, but fast by astronomical ones. The pillars will be gone in a few 100,000 years, a fraction of the lifetime of the stars they are creating. The universe is always changing, always recycling. The pillars are a snapshot of that eternal process. A cosmic masterpiece. The pillars of creation are a reminder of the beauty and transience of the universe. They look solid and permanent, but they are fleeting. They look like mountains, but they are clouds of gas so thin that a spaceship could fly through them without noticing. And yet, within these ethereal towers, new worlds are forming. Stars, planets, and possibly life, all beginning in the dark, cold heart of a nebula, thousands of light years away. Every time we look at the pillars of creation, we are looking at our own origins. The sun and the earth formed in a similar cloud of gas and dust, billions of years ago. The pillars are a window into our past and a glimpse of the universe's ongoing creativity. What do you think? Will you miss the pillars when they're gone? Or are you more excited about the stars being born inside them? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching Daily Dose of Space. Stay curious, and I'll see you tomorrow.